Hello friends, welcome back. So in this step, we are going to use one of the features of Spring Boot called command line runner. So we'll see what is the use of command line runner and how we can implement the command line runner. So let's see. So whenever the requirement is you want to just get something and you want to execute something uh, just before anything that gets executed or just after whenever your application gets started. So when sometimes the requirement is as soon as your application is getting started, you need some output, you need something to get executed. In that case we should go with command line runner. So basically command line runner is an interface, okay, that we need to implement, and that we need to override that. So will be a single run method in command line runner interface that we need to implement. So let's see that. Okay, so since this is the command line in the interface that we need to implements command line runner, right? And thereafter if you see, as soon as we implemented command line runner, okay, it asks for override the method, right? So control N, or if you go add unimplemented method. So if you press this will come over here, the overridden method, to do something. So here whatever we will be writing here in this method public void run, so whatever the logic or whatever the things we will be writing here, okay, this will get executed just after your application got started. Okay, so our application is like say user info application. Okay, this is running on the Tomcat server. So as soon as this application is getting started on the Tomcat server on the port 8080, okay, just after that your this method will get executed. So let's see and see how the output will come. So before that, let's print one information, logout dot info, okay, and just print we are inside run method of run method of command line runner. Okay, and thereafter let's implement one bean which will captures the information of user. Okay, so let's say there is a one class we are going to design, user details info. Okay, and let's say take info is the one of the object, and we are taking user details info. Okay, okay, and let's see, we are going to store three kind of hard coded information over here for now. Okay, and later on we'll take this input to store the information, but for now let's take the hard code only. Okay, so let's say the maker id or the user id, okay, that we want to store. So let's say maker id 101. So maker id got stored over here, and role. So suppose role I am storing admin role, right? And thereafter I am storing the user. It may have some amount, right? So let's store some amount over there. So amount we are passing like let's say 300 INR. Okay, this is the integer. So far now we are creating a just object of this class, okay, user details class info, and in the constructor we are passing some argument, as it is simple. So far we have not created this class. So go over here and press Ctrl 1 in the window, it will come create class user detail info, right? Click this, okay, and put into the package called bin, okay, and finish. Okay, so in this class let's define three variable, instance variable, private string, let's say maker id, Okay, private string rule. Okay, and let's private let's say big decimal amount. I need to put big decimal, and let's say put amount or Taylor amount, right? We are just or the maker amount, you can also say, right? So I'm just giving the simple example of the maker, which you find in the counter of any bank. So we are just giving the maker ID, its role, and the amount he has currently. So to do the transaction, okay. And thereafter, let's uh, create one default constructor for that first. Control C, Control V, okay. And thereafter create a one parameterized constructor with these three: source, generate constructor using field generate, and thereafter generate getter and setter, source, getter and setter, select all, generate, okay. And thereafter override to string as well, right? Generate to string. So if you see, we have created a user details info bin. So it looks like lots of code over here, but it's a nothing. We have just only created 3 instance variable. We implemented the constructor, and we implemented setter and getter method, and just we override the to string method, okay. And let's come over here, okay. So user details info, you pass the maker id admin, and this is the big decimal. So you'll have to convert this, right? Big decimal dot value of, and then you pass this, right? And put 3000 over here, correct? We are converting this because here the big decimal is a big decimal number, right? That you want to pass, right? So we are converting 3000 into the big decimal, that's it, okay. And thereafter, okay, after passing this, I am just printing logger dot info. I want to print just this, we want to print just bin, okay. So we have already overridden the we have already overridden the to string method. So whenever you print the info, it will print the all this information that we have, right? So let's see, print this user detail info, and this comma info, right? Logger.info, user details and info. Cannot make a static reference, sorry. Okay, we will have to put that method over this is the static we have defined over here, so it will be instanceable for a class, all these things. So sorry, L is the small, okay. So we have our run method, which we have implemented for the command line runner, and inside this method we are just printing the information, like we are inside the run method of command line runner, and we are just creating one bin, and we are storing this just maker id admin, okay. And the amount that the maker id have in his pocket or in his the drawer, okay. And just we are printing this information, that's it. So what I want, whenever the system are getting started on the tomcat, okay, just after start I need this information over the ui, okay. Currently we will be showing on that console, but this is what our requirement is. So as soon as it's getting started, I need this kind of information, whoever user has got logged in into the system, right? So now let's run this, run and Java application, okay. So let it be run, let me maximize this. So if you see here, the tomcat is started on 8080 port with context file, that is fine. So this is what we have printed, right? So we are inside the run method of command line runner. User details info is user details info, maker id is this, role is admin, maker amount is 3000. So this is what we got, and as per our expectation, without calling the run method, okay, these things are getting executed just after your application is completely got started, right? So this is the use of basically the command line runner. Got it? So in the next step, we will see the another features, how not statically we will get the and call the method. So we'll see here, we are not going to print on the console in the real life. Either we will be getting the things from the REST API, or okay, or from that other kind of method. So but we will be seeing using the REST API over in the next couple of subsequent step. So please click here to subscribe this channel. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.